Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. We've got a super foggy, super warm, kind of rainy morning. It's actually 71 degrees. Sometime tonight, the temperatures will drop. Somewhere around 40 to 50 degrees. We'll be in the 30s and 20s. That's here in Rockport, Texas. If you can do two things for me right now, if you can, hit the like button on this video. It really does make a difference. And number two, in the comment section, let me know what you're expecting where you're at. Some of you may have already gotten the bad weather north of us. I'm just curious about maybe list your hometown and what's going on there. It's just weird to me when we have these extreme temperature changes. I will not have a heater for this. I do have a space heater. I have an electric blanket. I have the option of going out to my truck and turning on the heat. If you guys don't know, for the last 5-6 years I've been living in my truck, and I've been sleeping in my truck in this kind of weather, so I'm not overly concerned about being indoors for this kind of weather. We'll just look at the cards that are dealt us and then play the hand from there. There is Copeno Bay, and there are quite a few. I don't know if you guys can make them out. Egrets, and I see pelicans out there. I see the gray pelicans and the white pelicans. Copeno Bay. We're at the new boat ramps just north of Rockport. They've been here for a few years now, but that's the LBJ causeway that would take us over to Lamar and beyond. Some of you old timers might remember the wooden bridge that used to cross here, the Hug the Highway bridge. And when they replaced that with a sturdier structure, they left most of the bridge up on both sides and opened up the middle, and it became a favorite fishing spot for quite a few people. At one point, just a few years back, the fishing pier was here on both sides. The replacement bridge was here and it was damaged, and then they had this new causeway up. So at one point there were actually 3 bridges right here, if you will. They had to take down the other 2. They were structurally damaged, which is a shame. I guess people are getting their fishing in. I'm surprised. Usually just the wet weather would keep people from fishing, but it's this warm, and I know a lot of people come down here on vacation, so they're going to get that fishing in. You can see the guy right there on the right, if you can kind of make him out. I didn't know it was going to be this foggy and misty this morning. I thought we might have, you usually get clear skies and then that cold front moves in with rain ahead of it, and we will get some rain. I don't know how heavy it will be. If you already had that front, let me know how heavy the rain was for you guys too. It's just showing we're going to get rain. It doesn't really say how much rain. I think we've all been more concerned about the cold than the rain we're going to get. You ready?
What's blue and doesn't weigh very much? Light blue.
An oldie but a goodie. That's a weather station, that structure out there. And you can see the pelicans. There's an egret on the right. There's a great blue heron on the right. And lots of white pelicans. I don't see anyone out here feeding them, but it's almost like they're lined up like someone's cleaning a fish. I had to do a little research to figure out what that little tower was, but it's part of a weather data collection system. We figured it was that, but it's always nice to get confirmation. Somewhere on the other side of the fog are Bayside, Texas. Good morning, Steve, Sharon, my friends over there. I haven't been to Bayside since I moved into the apartment, and my goal is not to go there until I'm out of the apartment. Steve and Sharon have done so much for me. I'm trying to give them a little bit of a break. There's a boat ramp here free of charge. It's divided by that pier that goes right between the boats to hopefully make it easier for you. It's a nice little facility. Put you right over in Copeno Bay. And then just on the other side of the LBJ Causeway here would be Aransas Bay, and give you access to all that water. Fulton would be over to your right, and Goose Island State Park would be over to your left. I remember the first time I came here with Devin, she told me about this little spot over here on the right, and I had never really noticed it before, but she had really good memories of her dad would take her fishing. And there's a little opening here. Let me spin around, see if I can give you a better shot. There's a little opening there, and you walk down on a little path. I mean, you're talking 20 yards, and there's 2 picnic tables. Kind of uneven soil. I just know every time I've gone back there, I've gotten covered with mosquitoes, no matter what kind of bug spray I was wearing. Maybe a 25-degree day would be a good day to go there and not get covered by mosquitoes. But here's the little path right there. And a lot of people don't notice it, but like I said, picnic tables on each side of that little walkway. Might be good to check out if you're looking to photograph some birds or just looking for a different spot to try fishing. We are going to head over to the HEB property over here. A friend of mine has a cabin. She and her family are there, and they invited me over. I'm not allowed to be boondocking with Dennis. I'm just going to be Dennis. So I've been getting more into that role, Dennis. Just not stick a camera in everyone's face and just show up and have a good time and be in the moment. But it's right across the highway here, just back south of just a tiny bit towards Rockport. I did get a hold of my primary care physician regarding my new wound, and we agreed I need to super regulate the amount of fluids coming into me. I've been doing that, but I'm going to cut back a little bit more. And we're looking, she's contacting my insurance for me to actually get a nurse to come to the apartment here instead of me going to physical therapy for the wound care, because when I go to physical therapy for the wound care, that counts as a physical therapy visit, which would take away from my physical therapy, if that makes any sense at all. But the wound care would be something different, something that says it's covered in my contract that I'm looking at. So we'll have to see if what co-pays are involved and see if that's an option. That would be a great option if a nurse came once or twice a week to the apartment and checked the wound and took care of it. I think once a week would be plenty, but we shall see. Making progress. Healthcare professionals are scared of cold weather as well down here in Texas, so It's honestly slowing things down a little bit. This is a little parking lot. You park here. I'll pop my wheelchair out and go down to the second cabin, I believe. They're going to come out and meet me, so I go to the right one. Look at that tree. That's a live oak tree. Look how that just goes right along the ground, that whole root. That is really cool. That's probably a couple hundred years of growth. And there's one of the cabins right there. Very cool. Hey guys, thanks for riding along with me today. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching.
My wife says I'm addicted to drinking brake fluid. Joke's on her. I can stop whenever I want.